Oh, yeah, I've gotten an A in my presentation once. It was in Japanese class. That was it. It was talking about jellyfish or something. What is jellyfish in Japanese? Oh, kurage ga kayagattemasu or something. And then I had a script. I had a little script which I was reading off of, and then yeah, they were very surprised because, you know, usually I don't want to stand out. And then there were assignments where you can like submit your voice files, and when that happened, I would just submit it and be like, "Konnichiwa, watashi wa Kuroni desu. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu." And then people were going, "What the heck? Did you use Google Translate or something?" And then my teacher sent me an email saying, "You do know that if you use if you use a translator, that's illegal, right? You do know." And then I had to explain myself. No, that is my voice. I can prove it to you.
Ah, this is a nice table, yeah? Size that sounds similar to a restaurant I know, but it can't. You would never take me to you know, a family restaurant in Valentine's, right? Yeah, and if it was a family restaurant, it must be a very special family restaurant. It's very busy though. I'm hearing a lot of stuff. Do you have anything in mind that you want to order? You want focaccia and escargot and tofu. Are you harassing? No matter how you look at this restaurant, they don't sell marble tofu here. Look at this place. How dare you? In fact, I'm so angry, I feel like singing a song before our food is here. I'm so angry. Tofu? Is that all you can say? Huh? Well, I'm going to have to express this anger into music. You see? Tofu, 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 tofu te. Usela!
It's something that I treasure. How long did it take you to become fluent in Japanese? How'd you study? You're an inspiration. Oh, thank you so much, 4C. I learned by myself, but I also learned by living in Japan and having Japanese friends. The first place that I started practicing Japanese was on Twitter because I got into like a certain Japanese music scene that like really only had fans that spoke Japanese. There really weren't any English-speaking people that were into the same music that I was at the time. And so if I wanted to make friends, I had to try really hard to use Japanese. So I started off using Google Translate, and then I started copying things that my friends would say on Twitter. And slowly but surely, I started going to shows, and to talk to my favorite artists, I had to learn how to speak Japanese, which was a process, and I had to, you know, go online and do a lot of online free learning and stuff like that. I bought some of the basic Genki textbooks, which were helpful, but I still don't think that they were responsible for me, like, really learning the meat of Japanese. I feel like it was mostly from using it a lot. You know, over and over again, you see the same words over and over and whatnot.
Take me away! That's a PB! For my last one! For 100 runs! I got a PB! No way! Ah! Sub 430! That's pretty good! For 100 wins! I'm not washed! I'm not washed! Get the jelly because we have a PB! Wow! I didn't think! I was like, this feels pretty fast, but I don't want to say anything because I don't want to make myself nervous. We're so back! So washy became clean. Ooh! It's been so long since I PB'd. 430! 429! With 100 wins exactly! That's pretty good. I want to take a picture with my PB. Hehe. Didn't take a picture. The super chat says,
Germany better than Australia? These goddamn Germans. And you're trying to tell me that with a red super chat. These goddamn Germans. I tried to be friends with you Germans, okay? I never say anything bad about you Germans. I love you Germans. I love Germany, okay? As a neighbor in Australia, I am happy to be your neighbor, okay? Please stop. What? You started it! You started it! I love you Germans, okay? But why do we have to say that? Huh? You wanna pick a fight with me? Please no more. You started it! What the hell? You want beef, huh? You want beef? Huh? Huh? Bist du Stress, Mann? Bist du Stress? Du kannst nicht kein Deutsch, oder? Bist du Stress, Mann? Oh, der was wüscht? Huh? Only the German-speaking people will understand what the hell is going on now. Oh my god, I purposefully put on a weird accent to pick up a fight. I hope you enjoyed that.
I do have a birthday story, but it's not a it's not a happy birthday story, I guess. I had just moved into a new middle school, and it was my birthday. And usually, like in school, you know how you are in younger school, like you just invite your whole class over, and then people come and you have a party. Well, it wasn't like that anymore, and I told Mama Watson that that all these people from class were gonna come to my party. They were all gonna come to my party, and it was gonna be a really cool time. And she should get like all these snacks and cake and balloons. And so I invited everybody. I invited everybody in the class, maybe like 30 kids. I invited everybody, and only my best friend showed up. And Mama Watson bought a bunch of balloons and a bunch of snacks and cake and presents, party games, but nobody came to the party.
Oh, I showed Rap Fam the 4th verse. I'm never showing my family anything ever again. I knew I was smart not to. Okay, Mama Rap was very supportive. She was very hyped, and she did say, "Oh, you're doing so well. I'm so proud of you." That's great. But I'm never showing my dad anything ever again. So I showed them the concert, right? He did say it was impressive with just how many people were there and the production value. But then I was like, what about my singing? How was that? Because the Kami boy and I did hit a really high note that I was kind of proud of. And then he said, "That's just falsetto, it's not even you." And then Mama Rat got a little bit angry with him, because she was like, "Dude, even if it was falsetto, could you do that?" And he kept like not wanting to answer the question. And she's like, "Stop trying to change the topic, I'm asking you. If that was you, could you do that?" And he was like, "I've never tried, probably could though." It's okay, I don't take it too seriously, because I have noticed over the years that Papa Rat has just become more and more of a tsundere.
Let's see. What else did I write here? Oh, meal sharing. This is a small detail, but here, and I don't know, maybe places do this in other countries as well, but when you're like in, let's say the US, for example, right? You go out to eat and everybody gets their own plate, which is fine. Maybe you'll share an appetizer, and maybe you'll share a dessert, but for the most part, everybody gets their own plate. And that's a lot of food. That's a lot of food. That's why we all come home with doggy bags and leftovers. But here, it's pretty... From my experiences, I've done this a lot with the girls since I've been here, is you share one entree, and then everybody gets a little bowl, and you all pick off of that one entree. It's like sharing meal, family style or so. How would you say this? I really like that. You talk more because everybody's going to the same plate, so you know, it's just nicer. I prefer this way of eating. I don't know how else to describe it, but it's normal in Asia. I like it. I think that's nice. Family style. Me no share. I mean, I'm sure you could get your own if you wanted to, but I really like the sharing. So
When I was in kindergarten, oh, this is story time. I lived in like a really high-rise apartment, and they had like, I told you guys about like the 13th floor, right? It was like an old but like really high apartment, and there was like a little room for the elevator, and it was really echoey because it's like all made out of, I don't know, cement or something. And then I wanted to learn how to whistle, so I was trying to teach myself, right? And I can whistle pretty well. And as I was waiting for the elevator one day, I was just like whistling a song, and then Mama Niece, she came running to the elevator like little place, and then she was like, "That was you?" Because she definitely like said, "Okay, bye, have a good day at school." I left, and then it was a kindergarten or elementary, something like that. It wasn't kindergarten, never mind. I was grade like 1 or 2, and then like I was just like whistling my heart out, waiting for the elevator, and then she was like, "Huh? What's this music whistling coming from the elevator?" So she's curious, so she came running to see, and it was just me whistling away.
Maybe putting something next to your desk or next to your monitor. Something that's not too far away, something you can just look over to real quick to snap back to reality, to realize it's just a video game. For instance, maybe your family or your loved one. I'm sure some people have that. Where you're playing a video game and you just have a picture of your family next to your monitor and all that. Oh gosh, that could go really bad. Depending what you do on the internet, I guess. While you watch your Oshi, have a picture of your family nearby. Aw, that's kind of cute though! Wait, that's kind of sweet! That's really sweet, sorry, I just think it's kind of funny because it's just so hard to explain. It's probably really hard to explain to them the things you're doing on the internet. I'm in the same boat. You think I can explain? You think I can explain what's going on? I think it's so sweet though when there are parents that do understand their children's interests or their hobbies and everything. Like, oh my goodness, like when they take them to concerts for things that, you know, a parent would probably never be interested in. That's would probably make their ears bleed, but they hype up their kids and dress up with them and stuff. There's pictures of stuff like that, or parents who go like to conventions even with their kids and stuff. I always thought that was really sweet.
Playing